There we go, guys. Not coming home. Italy just edged it on penalties. What's going on, guys? Aaron Chalmer here for Forever Football DRFC, your Dog's Rovers fan channel. Final over. We lost on penalties. Yeah, not the greatest way to lose. I think there were positives in that game. There were negatives that we did in that game. And you know, you might call me harsh for digging out certain individuals, but in a final, in a final, I've got to. First person I'll say something about is Southgate. Why are you putting the pressure on Saka to take a penalty when you've got Grealish there, when you've got Sterling available? Why are you giving Saka the pressure of scoring a penalty in a cup final? Give it to Grealish. Give it to Sterling. Give it to someone else other than Saka. Rashford and Sancho. Stop doing those silly little run-ups. Just take the damn penalty, please. It's not about how fancy you run up to the ball. It's about striking the ball in the back of the net. Look at Harry Maguire. Look at Maguire. He absolutely broke the camera in the top corner of the net with that penalty. He blasted it into the roof of the net. That's how you take a penalty. Harry Kane, cool, calm, collected. That's how you take a penalty. I would have chosen Grealish and Sterling probably over Rashford and Saka. Sancho would have probably still took a... In fact, no, Sancho probably over... Grealish and Sterling over Sancho and Saka. I'll probably have Rashford take a penalty just because I know what he can do with penalties. But stop doing the little run-ups. It's not good enough. Throughout the game, I think that Pickford was probably one of my man of the matches. Absolutely brilliant goalkeeper. Luke Shaw did brilliantly on the pitch. But Italy just stepped it up a gear, and we didn't show enough. And we just didn't show that cutting edge. We didn't. And we're paying for it. I'm watching Italy celebrating right now. They deserve it. They've been the most consistent team all tournament, and we haven't been clinical enough. Most of these lads, if not all these lads, are going to have to come again next year for the World Cup. But I'm praying we have confidence. I'm praying we have confidence in the World Cup. But there's one specific thing that I want to highlight, and by no means am I using this as an excuse. No way am I using this as an excuse. But Italy were fouling, they were diving, they were cheating, left, right and centre. And the referee gave a quarter of the decisions they should have given. I'm sorry, but Italy, over the past 3 games, scrapped their way to that title. They've played good, they've played excellent in terms of the way they play. But results-wise, and how they get decisions for set pieces over this tournament, have been scrappy and they've been cheating. They've been cheat-wise. They've been cheat level. And like I said, no way am I using that as an excuse for why England plays so poorly today. Because, yes, we tried. Yes, we took the lead. But we gave it up. We pretty much gave it up. Because we didn't deserve to lead that game. Because Italy wanted it more. So no way am I using it as an excuse. But Italy were diving. They were cheating. They were throwing themselves to the floor. They were getting in the way. They were getting in the referee's ear. Making sure the decision went to them. I'm sorry, but I'm not excusing that. I'm not using that as an excuse, but I'm not taking that out of the complete picture. From an Italy point of view, though, and take that aside, for Italy, their tiki-taka football, the way they ping it, 1-2, brilliant. Brilliant piece of football, lovely to watch. Lovely to watch. Not nice as an opposition or a rival to see that and think, oh no, how are we going to concede next? But it was nice for a neutral, it must have been beautiful to watch from an Italy point of view, and for a neutral as well. Sterling took too many touches on the ball, should have come off earlier in my opinion, but again, I said that Sterling should have taken a penalty instead. That's if he stayed on for the whole extra time in the 90 minutes, which he did. If there was no penalties, then I would have taken him off because he just was taking too long on the ball. His work rate off the ball was good, but on the ball, just taking way too many touches. Hardly passing the ball about sometimes. Yes, there was a few times where he did, but most of the time he was clinging on to it, trying to go on his own, and just kept getting tackled off the ball. Saka, it just wasn't his game today. Just wasn't his game. Just Kept getting out strengthened on the ball and then misses the penalty. And again, that's Southgate's fault, putting the pressure on the 19-year-old. It's a hard one. It's a really hard one. We've got to come again in the World Cup next year. We've got to come again. But do I have confidence in the World Cup? I want to have confidence in the World Cup. I really, really do. But do I? Do I really? I don't know. France are going to come again. Spain's going to come again. Italy's going to come again. Germany's going to come back with their new manager, Flick. Argentina's going to come about. Brazil's going to want to try and do well. Other South American sides are going to want to do well. Other sides in Asia are going to want to surprise people. So, you never know, do you? I don't know. It's a weird one for me, but we'll have to come again. We'll have to see what happens. As a team, for getting to the final, I'll applaud you. But this is where you learn from this now. Step it up. Step it up. You might think I'm being brutal, you might think I'm being harsh, I'm not. Step it up. And I see all the Italy players just milking it in the cameras. Use that. Use that. Southgate, take that clip that I just saw on BBC right now, glancing over one eye, take what I've just seen there, when you see Italy players just glancing their medals and their flags in the camera, just milking the hell out of it. Use that, take it to the England squad before they go away again to prepare for the World Cup next year. Use that, show it to them and say, they've won their cup final, now it's time to win ours. And we'll see what happens. But if we go out in the group stage of the World Cup, or we go out before the quarterfinals or at least the semi-finals, I'm sorry, but got to ask questions about Southgate after that. If we get eliminated before the semi-finals of the World Cup next year, ask questions about Southgate and can he take us any further? He's took us to a final, but can he take us that one step further to win the whole thing? You never know, do you? But you got to applaud the England for getting there. You got to applaud them for at least trying at times. But today, Italy, over the whole 120 minutes and the penalty shootout, they were overall more up for it. They were the better team and they deserved it more. People go back to work on Monday. No celebrations, nothing like that. We just carry on like nothing happened. But this is a weird thing to think. Remember in Euro 2016 when we lost to Iceland and we said this was, and look at Italy lifting that Euro 2020 title. Remember what Alan Shearer said when we lost to Iceland in Euro 2016 under Roy Hodgson, that you know, we hype up our own league too much, they're overpaid players, you know, there's clear cracks in the system. Why do I have a really bad gut feeling that this final will just paper the cracks and we'll go back to the usual England in the World Cup next year? I don't know why I think that. I don't know why I've got this gut feeling about it, but we'll see. I don't want to think that gut feeling. I really, really don't, but we'll just see what happens. So, congratulations to Italy, even though you did die for most of the match. Well done. You clearly did play good football. You clearly deserved it. Despite the fouling and the cheating, etc., you did deserve it in the way that you played football. Mancini, to be fair, I'll give credit to Mancini for what they've done. You know, they've only lost what 2-3 games out of 39, and Mancini's literally taken them. They're unbeaten in 34 now as well. So, you know, we'll see what happens with them. But Italy are going to come again in the World Cup as well. So, well, we've got to really step it on now. But we'll see what happens. Sancho, Rashford, Saka, they've got to use this as experience now. Southgate has got to create better decision making in terms of how he gives his penalty kick takers. But I'm hoping this is not the beginning of a new penalty kick curse. But there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching the last review of the Euros. Don't forget, tomorrow we get the preview for the next pre-season friendly against Spennymoor Town for Doncaster Rovers. And we go again next season with the World Cup. But for here on the channel, it does not stop. We've got big pre-season friendlies coming up. Spennymoor Town, Bradford City. We've got Newcastle which coming up, which I'll be there. So stay tuned for my match vlog for Newcastle United as well. Sheffield United, I don't know if I'll be there or not. We'll have to double check with that one later to the time. But there'll definitely be a review from that one. Harrogate as well, the last pre-season friendly, and then we start the season against Wimbledon at the Keepmoat Stadium in League One. So stay tuned for all of that, guys, as well as transfer analysis for any new signings we make. But for now, for the Euros coverage, that's going to be it. My name is Owen Chandler from Forever Football, DRFC, keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, is full time. Rovers till I die. Well done, Italy. 3 Lions, you've got to come back. Rovers till I die.